We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Blues and the Elite. Michael Kopech will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Now at the plate, Jairo Munoz. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The shortstop, Jairo Munoz.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that'll get down for a base hit. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And a great start to the game as he's in with a leadoff triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Here's Brock Holt now as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Therefore it is Guerrero, and that's the first out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern-day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Change up low, 2-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Blues are out on top 1-0. Devin Smeltzer is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
At the plate, Ronald Acuna. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Elite, the center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Now here's the pitch. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Batting second.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, B-Row?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases. Just great offensive approaches up and down. Be on the lookout for some guys looking to do some serious damage today.
And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
This is in the air out to right field. Heading after it is Kepler. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third. The left fielder. Juan Soto.
Here now is Juan Soto, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Not sure this guy really has a legit shot at winning the Triple Crown. He's not in the top 5 in home runs, but he certainly has had a rock-solid season.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Batting fourth. The first baseman. Pete.
Settling in now, Pete Alonso. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First pitch of the at-bat.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Alonso is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Here's the 2-1.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
The 2-2 pitch.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The payoff pitch. Count remains full. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he hits one on a line to left field. And that'll get down out there. And the run is in to score from second.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
To the plate now, Yordan Alvarez, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. The numbers: 282 to start play, 23 homers, and 77 RBIs. And he misses with it, 1-1. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Swing and a line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play.
And that's what you want from your corner outfielders. Not every guy fits that mold, but you gotta love having a guy who can stick out there and just let him mash when he comes to the plate. I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The set and the 2-0 down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Now a swing and a fly ball. Hosmer in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Comes set, the 0-1.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here comes the 0-2. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Las Vegas is out in front here, 3-1. Second inning set to go. Standing in, J.D. Davis.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Davis brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. The windup and the 0-1. For the current campaign, Davis is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Around second, he's on his way to third, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. So he's head first into third as he laid it all on the line on that one.
Yeah, he took a pretty big risk going for the triple, Matt, but you gotta love the aggressiveness and the willingness to get dirty and beat the throw to third. Man, that was a fun play to watch.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. He's set, and the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Acuna giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Digging in now, Mitch Moreland. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's got it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Fly ball into straightaway left. Soto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Elite on top 3-2. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr.
The center fielder,
First delivery to him on the way.
Jr.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
So now to the plate, Tyler Freeman. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit.
And we take a look at the line right here, and it's not pretty. He's given up 7 hits, and we're only in the second inning. So what if 3 things is going to happen? He's either going to buckle down and start hitting his spots, he's going to continue to get shelled, our game is going to last about 5 hours, or he's going to get the hook early and head for the showers.
Pitch is a cold strike. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Swung on and missed 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in, Pete Alonso. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Acuna, the runner at third. Freeman on second. Soto at first with no outs. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Pete Alonso becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Into the box, Torres, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
2-1 the count. From the stretch. And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. The next 3-2. High and deep to right center. Kepler's on the move. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Now batting.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
So coming to the plate, Yordan Alvarez, and their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's too high.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Left center, base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, D-Roll, that question was answered. The green light on the 3-0 count, and he drives the run in from third.
Yeah, if you watched him step out of the box right there, he didn't even want to look down at the third base coach for fear that it might be put on. Green light special, Ribby knock.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger as he lines it out to center. That's in there, base hit. The run scores from second. It's now 6-2.
Well, when your starter has a rough start, you'd like to give him some time to get out of trouble. But that's 6 runs he's given up in the early going. You have to wonder how much more time they're going to stick with him.
Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Hit on the ground to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll go now to the top of the third. Las Vegas leads it 6-2. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila.
Leading off for the Blues.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Avila, 33 years old. He was a 9th-round pick during the 2020 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Stepping in now, Jairo Munoz. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He ripped a triple to open up the game. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
In now, Brock Holt. Will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1, here it comes. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a base hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
In his career, Martinez has a track record of power hitting at the major league level. Over 250 career home runs. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Count is 1-2 now. Lays off 2-2 now.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped him up. Bart has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up steps Joey Bart now. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, that was a tough strikeout. A big strikeout in this game, too. If you think back, there were 2 guys in scoring position. So he has to be looking for much more out of his AB this time.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Calhoun is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Stepping in, Tyler Freeman, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Martinez has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. J.D. Davis the next to bat. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
J.D. Davis.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now,
oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He hit a sac fly earlier. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Liner in there for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
At the plate, Cole Calhoun. On a line, that's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second runner will stop at third, and they're at the corners now with nobody out.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
To the plate now, Alex Avila, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Now the 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Runners are at first and third with none out. 2-2 is a changeup that misses 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to. I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Standing in, Jairo Munoz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Soto has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Las Vegas is on top here, 6-4. J.D. Hammer answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Juan Soto.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. This is pulled into right. Kepler is there, 1 away. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
From the stretch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Calhoun has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopper to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. At the plate, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1 and 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So with 2 out and the base is empty, it's Eric Hosmer now. First pitch on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
This is in the air out to right field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Bottom of the inning now. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He singled his last time up.
Yordan Alvarez.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
You have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
A shot. Here it comes.
Outside, that's the ball.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Skied into straightaway right. Kepler's on his horse. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 18, Mitch Haniger.
So digging in now, Mitch Haniger. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A bouncer to the left side. Davis brings it in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And there's ball 2 now. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Calhoun has a read on it, and that's the third out. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Stepping up to the plate, Mitch Moreland. He doubled his last time through. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Touki Toussaint is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Here it comes on 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now back.
Into the box now, Cole Calhoun. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Alex Avila. Acuna going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Into the box, Jairo Munoz, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Swung on and missed, 1-2 now. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Hunter Strickland enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Now at the plate, Joey Bart. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Comes set with the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. from the stretch. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Two and two.
2-2.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. It's always base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path. Into the box now, Tyler Freeman. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Calhoun giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 22. Wow. Soto.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Yep, that ball went
And
out.
he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So striding in, Brock Holt. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The second baseman.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
He's set, and the pitch. Big breaker that time as it catches the inside for a called strike.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Now batting, left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Down the third baseline. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Max Kepler. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Popped him up. Alonso has got it, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Jairo Diaz gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Stepping into the box, Torres. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Yordan Alvarez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder, number 18.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Mitch Haniger stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-2 pitch.
Nope, that's
Good
ball.
slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
The count now at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. A toss behind the back. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. J.D. Davis will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Matt Bowman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henniger. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first base.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Now in the box, Eric Hosmer. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First offering on its way. High and deep down the left field line. But this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
One out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch is a splitter, called strike 2. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next will be the designated hitter, Mitch Moreland. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
At the plate, Cole Calhoun hit softly down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Acuna retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Alex Colomé is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
The third baseman.
Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
At the plate now, Joey Bart, as he'll take a look at ball one.
1-0.
Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. He's set and the 1-1 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Junior.
Acuna digs in now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. From the belt, the pitch hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Tyler Freeman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
1 ball.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll swing and send a chopper out to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. All set to start the 9th in this one. Digging in and looking for more, Alex Avila. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Keone Keller comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. From the stretch, 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. Pitch on its way to Avila.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against it.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Alex Avila becomes the first out in the 9th inning. So now to the plate, Jairo Munoz, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Slow little grounder left side. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Elite have taken games 1 and 2 here at home, as this one is over.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards, as their guys have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series. A win tomorrow, and they can break out the brooms.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Elite with their 103rd win to set the pace in the division. Michael Kopech records his 14th winning decision of the season. Devin Smeltzer struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Keone Kela earns the save out of the bullpen, his 25th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.
Here now is